Hey everybody, welcome to this week's episode of Disney Movie News, where we're going to be talking a lot of Marvel news, a lot of Star Wars news, and a couple little things in between. But best part about today, we have a special guest, so stay tuned to find out who she is.
Welcome to Popcorn Talk, featuring movie discussion, news, and interviews. Popcorn Talk, we talk movies. And now, here's Popcorn Talk's Disney Movie News.
I know I'm not Leo, and I know I'm not Sarah.
You're not?
And I'm not. They are still in Shanghai, I believe, for the Pirates of the Caribbean tour. But we are here, and we are so happy that you're here with us for Disney Movie News this week. My name is Keetin Marchi. You guys can follow me all over the interwebs at Keetin Marchi. And we have a very special guest here next to me, a Disney Channel star herself, madam.
Hello.
Well, hello. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes. Well, hello. My name is Alyssa Jirrels, and I'm on Mec X4.
Yes, she is. And where can we follow you on social media?
You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Alyssa Jirrels. Just my name, no spaces, no caps, that's it.
Keeping it simple
Keeping
for
it real.
everybody.
Yeah.
Keep it real.
Yeah,
I
keep it
like
real.
it.
Mhm.
I like it.
Thank you.
Hey guys, I'm Renee Ariel, and you can follow me on Instagram and on Twitter at Renee Ariel.
Awesome.
Woo!
Well, we have a lot of news today, so we're going to dive right into it. First off, you guys, Beauty and the Beast. I know this movie has been out for a while, but we're still talking about it because Beauty and the Beast is now the highest grossing PG film ever.
Really?
Ever. It's passing Pixar's Finding Dory, which previously held the record at $486.3 million domestically and $1.029 billion worldwide. So yeah, it's kind of killing it. Did you see Beauty and the Beast?
Yes.
Did you like Beauty and the Beast?
I loved it.
You loved Beauty and the Beast.
I love Emma Watson with
She's
every
wonderful. Who
fiber of
doesn't?
my being.
Yes.
She's amazing. How can you not?
It's just so true.
Did
She's
you-
just very likable.
Yeah,
She's a very likable person.
and
just,
she's so intelligent.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Absolutely.
I agree. Here's the thing. I liked the movie. I didn't love the movie. But it surprised me that of all the films, that this would be the highest grossing. Maybe because of the way it was marketed. Because regardless of how good of a movie it is, it's surprising that this, out of all the films, is the highest grossing.
I think you have Emma Watson to thank for that.
Yeah,
because,
really.
well, not
Very
only
true.
Emma Watson, but a supporting cast that's just like amazing. Like, you just, I don't know, like
the finest British
yeah,
actors.
exactly. Like
Seriously.
literally, let's give you Hermione, and then let's give you every other actor that was either in Lord of the Rings,
Emma
Game
Thompson,
of Thrones,
Ian
or
McKellen. Yeah.
It's just they in the marketing. I think you're right as well. But I agree with you. I did not love the movie. I didn't think it was the best film ever. I enjoyed it. I
Agree to
enjoyed it.
disagree.
We can agree to disagree. But it was really cool. Emma also had a really awesome. She won the MTV. Movie gender
Yeah,
neutral
the first
best
one.
actor for movie and TV awards, and she had a wonderful speech. So if you haven't seen that, you guys make sure you look
really
it up.
beautiful.
Yeah, it's really beautiful. But she did get a lot of backlash for it, which is
Did she?
it's like stop hating on Emma. Well,
Yeah,
people
I
just
heard
thought
about
she like
that.
made too big of a deal for an MTV award.
I
but-
thought she put it in a really beautiful way. It wasn't anything like biased. It was like it changes how we view the human experience, and I love that.
Oh my gosh.
And like, if she was like, yeah, thanks, deuces, like, see you next time, everyone would be hating on her for not making a big enough
Yeah.
deal about it. But since she actually like was very grateful for it and had a good speech, like, oh no, it's not that big of a deal, Emma.
It was such a wise speech. It
Yeah.
was just so beautifully put, and that's what happened when she did the speech at the UN too. She got so much hate for it, and I just thought it was like the most eloquent, like neutral speech.
Why you gotta hate on
For
Hermione?
someone, doing like a controversial topic. I hate that topic is controversial, but like just put it
It's-
perfectly.
Yeah,
Of
I
all
don't
the
know.
people too, Emma Watson.
Leave her alone.
Leave Emma alone.
I'm gonna like make that Britney. Leave Britney
Hashtag
alone.
leave Emma alone.
We do love Emma. And my favorite thing about that whole speech was that she even mentioned, she's like, I don't think I won this award for my acting. I think I won this award for the character that I
Belle.
played. And I'm like, thank you for being self-aware, Emma. I love you even more now because, yes, I think Belle and the way that they kind of changed her character to be a more modern day princess and the modern day girl to look up to was really well done. And I liked her portrayal of her. I just don't think it was the most amazing portrayal of Belle I've ever seen.
Definitely.
Um,
And it's a hard act to follow from the original. It's
Totally.
And from Broadway.
It really takes someone who's truly invested in it, I think, to actually do a good job. And She killed it.
She did. She did a good job. Okay, you guys, this is not quite Disney movie news, but still, I think pretty big in the Disney community. Once Upon a Time is losing their star, Jennifer Morrison. So a lot of people are speculating that this might be the end of the series altogether. They've already earlier this year announced that they were losing Snow and Prince Charming, who play Emma Swan's parents. Yeah, they already said they were leaving the show. But they have 2 kids now, you know, Josh Dallas and, oh my gosh, why am I...
Jennifer Goodwin.
Jennifer, thank you.
I'm so proud of myself that I remember that.
Thank you. You, like, name drop. Like, you got some good memory
I know
right there.
celebrities' heights, too. Don't ask me why, I just do.
I think I remember seeing it on your IMDb when I was, like, researching. What are you, 5'4"?
5'4". You got it.
See?
It just sticks in our minds. I don't know why. I think it's because it's just, like, part of the image.
When it's like the one number on IMDb.
It's the first thing that pops. It's the one piece of math on IMDb.
Welcome to Disney Movie News, where we talk about celebrities' heights on IMDb.com. But yeah, I mean, do either of you guys watch Once Upon a Time?
No.
I did.
You did for a really long time.
And actually, where we shoot the show in Vancouver is about 30 minutes from Storybrooke.
Oh.
Yeah, it's shot in Steveston, British Columbia, and so we actually got to like go sit in like the little bread place that they have, the bakery, and like
Granny's?
walk around Storybrooke and stuff, and it was amazing. They have like all the souvenirs there. It's crazy.
That's so cool.
It's such a sweet little town.
I have been a Once fan since the beginning, and you know I've stuck with it through their ups and a lot of downs. But Jennifer Morrison is one of my favorite. She's one of my favorite parts of the show, and I can completely understand why she's leaving. I feel like and as well as with why the Charmings are leaving is just because their characters' arcs keep going to the same place. I feel like they must be getting bored as actors, and you know they're about to start their 7th season. I think what they're going to be doing is like a time jump, because they just cast 2 newbies that are going to kind of take over the show. So they're speculating that these guys are going to be the grown-up Henry. You don't know who Henry is. You know who Henry is.
Wow, really?
Yeah. Which will be interesting because they're going to have to maybe age the other characters. Because I don't really know how age works in this village anymore. Or I don't know. It's very Lost-esque because you don't get it. You just go with it.
So wait a second. But they're saying, I thought that they were speculating that the show would come to an end, but they're starting a new beginning with new characters?
They are, but they're thinking that they're going to kind of wrap it up. Like this is not it's not going to last for very much longer. That ABC probably is not going to let it go much longer.
I mean, Grey's Anatomy is still on ABC, so who knows, really?
ABC's just lets it go.
There's something to be said for ending a story when it's supposed to end, though. I feel like you can really kind of like ruin something great when you do that.
I feel like
always
they
have
already,
issues with that.
Yeah, I feel like they already jumped the shark, though. I feel like if they were going to end it at the right time, they would have ended it a while ago. So now they have to find like a new good spot to end it, and then hopefully they'll do the right thing and be like, and we're closing the end, and they all lived happily ever after.
No, probably not. Probably, if this works out with the new characters, I think they'll keep it going longer, but I think this is like a trial period. Now that they're losing such big characters in the show. Having never seen it, I think that this will be a trial period for them to see if they want to continue it or not, or if it does well.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how fans take to the new characters. It is a great family show. It is Disney, but like a little darker, and it's basically fan fiction for all the Disney fairy tales. Totally. But yeah, it'll be interesting. They just had a musical episode this last weekend, and it was weird.
No way.
Okay, I'll tell you this. It was a lot better than I anticipated just because the songs were really catchy and like people sang really well, and I was like, wow, these people can all sing. But like it was just a little too weird for me to get past. I was like, this should not be on
It's just
television.
like Buffy is like the only show that's ever done that successfully.
Dropping Buffy. Oh my gosh.
I know things.
I know how tall she is.
I Wikipedia.
Okay, awesome. So moving on, because we have so much news tonight, and we want to talk to you about what you're working on and all of that stuff. So we get our first look at the new Guardians ride. Thanks to Rocket Raccoon, we want to take a look at this new marketing spot from Disneyland.
Place like no other, where a walk down Main Street can feed you with wonder.
Hey, the name's Rocket, and I need your help.
He's so cute.
The Collector has trapped my friends, the Guardians of the Galaxy, in his weird freak show. Check it out.
Ooh.
This is the joint we're in, and we need you to help us break out. Got it? Good. Now move it.
So I'm guessing
I
it's a
gotta go.
simulator?
Yes, it's
Okay.
us.
Wow.
And now Disneyland is back. Have you been on Tower of Terror?
I have not been.
It's
on
okay.
Tower of
It's
Terror.
okay. It's
And
okay.
Didn't it like get?
They redid it into Guardians of the Galaxy.
It's a classic that I never.
I know, but you can go to Disney World and are not it's part of the Disney World experience with the movie park. You can
Okay.
do that, and they still have the
Okay.
Tower of Terror. But what do you think about Guardians? Do you like that franchise?
I got to go to the premiere, which was great.
Shut up!
I did just a couple of weeks ago. Okay, but I'm a horrible person because I didn't see the first one before I saw the second one.
Well, we'll forgive you. Give us the dish.
But it was fantastic. Chris Pratt's gorgeous. He has got a golden aura around him, truly. And it was like, it was crazy. It was like one of the biggest kind of events that I've ever gone to. But the movie is fantastic.
Yes, I just saw it last night.
Yeah. What'd you think?
I watched the first one the night before because I'd only seen the first one once, and
Better than me.
yeah, and so it was really cool to kind of compare. I had so much fun watching the movie. I don't
Yeah.
think the story itself was as good as the first one. So if you like the second one, watch the
I'll
first
see
one
the
because
first
you'll
one.
love it.
Okay.
But I thought Rocket carried the movie, and so I'm so excited.
great.
Like Rocket was so good. Bradley Cooper does an amazing job.
yeah.
I mean, it's just the chemistry between all those guys, and you can tell that like they really do have fun, and that's what like I
Totally.
think was so good about that director and like just the whole cast.
Yeah,
is
no,
great.
I love the humor. I really love how Marvel sort of incorporated that so heavily into their films because I think it would just like I mean, DC sort of does that as well, but Marvel is really so fantastic with that. And Chris Pratt is an incredible comedic actor, so that was my favorite part.
yeah.
I like the Mary Poppins line the best.
Oh my
I
gosh!
died. That was the best
line.
thing. Best line. My favorite.
I'm so
Totally.
glad you brought that up because yeah.
Totally.
I haven't seen the second one yet, but I will look
You
forward
better
to
look.
the Mary
Okay, well,
Poppins
this is
one.
the thing. You need to watch it before next week because next week, when Sarah and
We're
Leo are
talking
back,
about
we're going
it.
to talk about all of our feelings. We're going to break down the movie in its entirety, and so make sure if you want to check out kind of our feelings on the new Guardians movie, Volume 2, watch it before next week so you don't get spoiled.
Oh, and you know what I found out was that my mom was talking about young Kurt Russell. You know how they did at the
How
beginning
did
of
they
the
do
movie?
that?
Makeup.
Just with makeup?
75% of that was makeup. No joke. It was on a Twitter moment, so but a little bit of it was CGI. 75% was makeup because Kurt Russell has had the same makeup artist for 30 years, who apparently just knows how to de-age him.
knows the man's face.
It's crazy.
Knows-
I don't know how they did it, but
One
yeah.
day I want to hire her.
Yeah, right? Exactly. That's what like all the tweets were like.
Me look like 20 years younger.
I'm excited to experience this ride. I'm really sad
That terror.
that Tower of Terror is gone, but Guardians Volume 2 really it got me back on the Guardians train. And these characters are just so much fun. So I feel like if they really kind of like I think they can do it really well, and I think I'm going to enjoy it. I'm not going to enjoy the probably 3-hour line I'm going to have to wait in, or like the fight to get a fast pass I'll have to do. But I'll ride it eventually.
It'd be worth it.
I will.
Just
It would
bring
be
water
worth
and sunscreen. It'll be fine.
Yeah. Well, at least it's in California Adventure, so you can kind of like grab a beer while you're doing it.
There we go.
If you're of age.
If you're of age.
If you're of age, you can like
kids.
wait in line, which is kind of cool about that park. Anyways, speaking of Marvel, some more Marvel news. Spider-Man Homecoming, we got a TV spot, we got a clip, and we also got Tom Holland doing an epic lip sync battle. So let's watch the TV spot first.
He's so cute.
He's adorable.
He's
The real
adorable.
Avengers. I can tell Hulk gives it away. Oh, that was awesome. So when's our next retreat?
Oh my god, I'm
mission?
so excited. Speaking of the Marvel
My numbers?
comedy.
Yeah. Totally.
Hold on to that. Does anybody bite?
This is my chance to prove myself.
Yeah, Spider-Man!
Do me a favor, stay close to the ground.
I like that last part.
I think that looks so cute. Are you guys looking forward to this film?
Totally.
I am, yes, but of all the Marvel movies, Spider-Man was my favorite, so I'll see if I like that more than I like the Andrew Garfield one the best.
That wasn't a Marvel movie. It was before
What
Marvel
was it?
got the
What
rights to it. It
was
was
it?
Sony.
Wow,
Yeah.
Sony did a good job.
You're right
I'll
about
see if I like
that.
Marvel.
You're right about that.
This is the thing. Spider-Man's been done so many times. I think I loved that they cast such a young kid to play him, and like we can really see Spider-Man as a real high school student because Tom Holland is so young. I'm so excited to see him. I think Zendaya, I love her. And after seeing them kind of compete on Lip Sync Battle, which we'll show you in a second, they just seem to have really good chemistry. We don't know much about Zendaya's character at this point, but the more I see from Spider-Man Homecoming, the more excited I'm getting to see it, because I think, like, yeah, they've changed kind of the humor in that one and really kind of made it younger, so I'm excited. But speaking of Tom Holland, this guy is gonna be a star. He's like the next Channing Tatum. I don't know, but watch
Channing Tatum?
He's like 19, right?
I think he's 19. You guys gotta watch him.
Okay.
Watch him. We can talk through it, but so Lip Sync Battle, this aired before the Movie and TV Awards on MTV.
Oh my gosh, she does kind of look like Bruno Mars.
But that's
not Zendaya.
no, that's LL Cool J.
No, in the background. I know that's not Zendaya.
That's Zendaya. That's Zendaya.
That's what I saw in the background.
What's his name? LL Cool J?
LL Cool J.
I was definitely like,
You guys thought I thought that was Zendaya. Oh my gosh. Yep, that looks like Zendaya.
We could probably fast forward through this a little bit till we get to the dance, but look
at that. Like,
look how tall she is compared to him.
She's so tall.
Yeah, skip ahead.
And
Okay, this is it.
he's British,
Okay, watch.
great.
Okay, the cool thing to know is Tom Holland did actually get a start on the West End. He was in Billy Elliot, and he played the lead character, Billy Elliot, which is about a young boy who is a ballet dancer. So, okay, cool. You can dance. Look at how cute you are. Oh, look at you tap, Tom Holland. Adorbs.
It's
And,
those British actors. They got it all.
Well, yeah. Well, and then we were like, oh, this is fun. And then the beat drops, and you're like, oh, no. What is he about to do? Shut up!
Oh, yeah. See, look at how much she looks like Bruno Mars.
She does. I saw it in the background. I was like, oh my god.
And he's looking like a beautiful lady there.
I don't even look that good in an outfit like that.
I know.
Like, Tom, and look at
those hips. Honestly,
this is amazing.
Like, wow! Oh my, he is.
Sing it, girl.
Did he win
Yeah.
or did Zendaya win? 'Cause that
He
seems
won.
sad.
He won.
Okay, that makes sense.
I mean, but like, Zendaya, like, eventually she like bows down, like, look,
She's
like she
like,
can't,
"All right,
she can't even. And
I
that's what I
can't."
did when I saw this episode. It's amazing. If you guys haven't had a chance to watch this entire episode, you should watch the entire episode,
So
or at
good.
least these clips, because as Alyssa said, Zendaya's kind of dance as well as Bruno Mars was amazing.
Look at how much she looks like him.
She does.
That outfit.
The best is when he goes into the water. This is the best part. It's raining. It's raining, and he this is like the choreography from the music video. Like she's like, look at this.
Done.
Look at how good he is.
Killing it.
I just can't.
And he's got so much confidence too. He's just
Dressed as a lady. You guys, this is a new Spider-Man.
he's a beautiful lady.
All I can think about is the cleanup after this.
Yeah.
Oh, the poor PAs have to clean this up.
Oh, man.
I was just nervous the entire time. I'm like, don't get electrocuted. Don't get electrocuted.
Honestly, yep.
But yeah, so again, I am even more excited.
Look at her face.
She's like, I can't believe my friend is like this. When the rain comes down, I got shook. Callie Kamen just said that. Hey, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, yeah. Okay, so Sky Patterson just said Haley Steinfeld as Ariel, because we were talking about Haley Steinfeld.
Oh,
and the upcoming
interesting.
live-action Little Mermaid film would
Wasn't
be...
Chloe Moretz supposed to be
She
that?
was. That's who you look like. You look like
who I
Chloe
look-
Moretz. Chloe Moretz,
That's
yes.
one I got that when I was younger. not so much.
Yes.
Thank
You do look a lot like her.
Wait, for the movie she was? Or was that the
She
live
was
or
supposed
the
to be. It was between her and Emma Watson.
Well, it was for because Sony was gonna do Sony again. I think it was Sony was gonna do a Little Mermaid live action film before Disney came out saying that they were gonna make one, and then Grace Moretz was the one who was tapped to be Ariel, and then she
For
dropped
Sony.
out for Sony.
She dropped out
that's
for
what
Brain on Fire,
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah,
which
she-
is the new movie that she's doing
Yes.
with someone.
But now we don't even know what's happening with that movie or whatever.
I haven't even seen the trailer.
Can you sing?
I can.
I was like, are you about to go right now?
She was gonna be like,
not to. No, I can't. I mean, I grew up doing musical theater, so like with training I can sing, but when I started like acting seriously, I just stopped.
Yeah.
I just had no time for it. I was
gonna say, because you would be a great Ariel.
Thank
I
you.
almost think Haley Steinfeld is a little too old for that
You
role.
know what? That's true. Yeah, totally.
But who knows? I
Who's,
mean,
like,
they
a cute
often
redhead?
cast older, older looking, like, girl, but probably, like 18, 19 to play, what, Ariel's 15?
15,
16?
16? Yeah, definitely.
So who knows?
Who's like a super cute redhead Disney girl who can sing? Dove Cameron would be great for that.
I said the
Dove
same
Cameron would be
thing
great for that.
episodes ago. I love Dove Cameron.
I think
she's
Dove
adorable.
Cameron
She's very talented.
So her voice is amazing. She's a great actress.
She
very
really is,
cutesy.
yeah.
She could kill.
I don't think
Ariel.
she's cute. I think she's too
baby doll.
yeah, that's perfect. I
Too
think
baby
she's
doll,
just
yeah.
too perfect. Look, like
I agree.
You're
like,
too perfect.
No,
so.
it's just I don't know.
It's just that voice that I can't. Like she has such a
She's an
fantastic
amazing
voice.
Like I can hear her do like the
Yeah, totally.
Right, she would kill that.
Totally.
Cool. Well, moving on from Spider-Man news. So we got a little bit more info about Cars 3 with the director. This is actually his first time directing a feature-length movie. A lot of times what Pixar does is they have them direct, or people direct a short, and then they'll allow them to direct a feature-length film.
interesting.
And yeah, he actually was given the role without having to do that, so he skipped a lot of things. And he said in the interview he was actually super nervous. He was like, oh my gosh, this is such an honor, but obviously a lot of work, and he knew all the work because he had shadowed the previous directors, and he's been a storyboard artist for a while. So yeah, it was cool to hear kind of him being nervous about directing the movie.
Yeah, I
and
bet.
also he worked on the last two Cars movies, so
Okay.
hopefully he's taking more notes from the first one rather than the second one. But do you like the Cars universe?
Oh man, it has been forever since I've seen those movies. But like I feel like they're kind of they're so classic that how can I not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. Love
You're like
them.
me. We're kind of just like,
I'm like,
meh.
I'll see it. I mean, I
gotta
hear
see
it's
it
the
again.
Best one,
I gotta
so-
see it again. The
So,
ride's
yeah.
good.
Apparently, originally the villain was also supposed to be male, and they changed it to, or not the mentor, I should say,
Okay.
was originally, because he said how it's, the movie's basically about mentorship, and that's kind of the theme throughout, and it was originally supposed to be a male mentoring Lightning, but then they changed it to female, which I'm really glad they did, because the first Cars movie was a male kind of mentoring Lightning, and I'm glad that they didn't kind of stick to the same thing, and they showed that, like, hey, girls have great advice, and girls can do awesome things too.
I think I
even
just
if
saw
you're a
something
car.
about that. Isn't it? I want to say it's Cristela Alonso who got cast as the female, right?
Let me just double check.
Because I think I just saw something about that. Because
Cars.
she's doing really well, Cristela Alonso.
Cristela
Yeah, she had her
Alonso.
own show, and then she's on a new
Yes.
ABC pilot.
Who is playing? Hold up, Smokey Ramone. Cruz. Yep, Cristela.
Yeah,
Alonso.
Cristela.
You are just like
Twitter.
You can come
Twitter
anytime.
moments, man.
You're like just dropping facts
Yeah.
quicker than we can look them up. I love it. Okay, I have
try.
some fun news for Sarah since she's not here, but I know she would love this. And she's going to kill me if I pronounce his name wrong. But Michael, Lord help me.
Is that his last name?
No,
Lord help
Michael's
me?
his first name. Michael Giacchino returns to, he's going to be doing the score for Incredibles 2.
What else did he do?
He's done a lot of things.
He's done a lot.
Let me tell you what else he's done.
I have it on my computer.
So he's returning for
IMDb.
Incredibles 2. Let's see. He did Incredibles 1. He did Star Trek. He did Up. He did Ratatouille.
It's up that I've seen his name on Spotify. Yeah.
Let's see. He did War of the Planet of the Apes. So he's kind of a big deal, you guys. So he tweeted a picture of him with the director at Pixar. So, which is fun. And I'm excited to kind of see. I mean, if he's gonna do it, I know it's gonna be good. And Sarah will be really excited that we. I wish she was here.
Oh, he
to
did
kind of talk about it.
Lost. That's what he did.
Oh, yes.
That's what he did. It's I know. I love Lost.
Lost is so good.
Yes, you know.
Okay, I have another fact for you because I watch a lot of
love
behind
this.
the scenes
I
videos.
love this.
So for in the pilot when they were like when the monster was coming and there was like all that super clangy music.
Yeah.
So what they did was when they were in Hawaii, they used pieces of the plane of the plane that they had constructed for like the destroyed oceanic flight, and they hung them up and they banged sticks from the island on them to make that super clangy kind of aluminum noise, like creepy music. Yeah, so they used natural resources around them to make the music, which I thought was incredible. And that's why I know that's the name. That's where I know the name, because that's score. I always thought that was incredible.
Oh, so good.
I always have Charlie's death score in my head.
I stopped
It makes me
watching
so sad.
after Charlie died. I was like, I'm done.
It was me and my
love
dad's show.
Charlie.
I love Charlie. It was me and my dad's show, and we watched like all 6 seasons multiple times, and I just like,
So good. Charlie. It's so good. It's so good.
take a moment for Charlie.
R.I.P. Charlie. So a few more pieces of Marvel news that I'm just gonna like go over very quickly. But first, we got the Marvel's Inhumans teaser trailer, which is basically Marvel's version of the X-Men. So there's no worries. There's also an image of them, and I'm a little nervous because they kind of stuck close to like what they look like in the comic books, which is cool, but at the same time there's this wig that just looks terrible.
It's Marvel's version of X-Men?
Yeah, because technically X-Men is is under the Marvel universe, but because
Who
the
owns it
rights
right
to
now?
X-Men, I don't know who owns them. Somebody in the chat can help me.
Haven't even seen
All right,
X-Men.
great. Let's watch the first teaser for Marvel's Inhumans.
Are we supposed to follow our king?
Oh, I
Remain
thought-
silent as he
I thought
is?
you were saying Marvel's and
You're
Humans.
talking about betraying your brother. You're talking about treason.
What I'm talking about is freedom. Freedom for all Inhumans.
It's a
a
TV
television
show.
series. Okay.
No way.
Oh, but it's in IMAX theaters.
That's new.
That's what's okay.
I'm sorry,
That's
what?
really interesting.
This is very interesting.
That's new.
And Leo would kill me because he's like our Marvel expert here. But yeah, so okay, I thought it was a TV show, and then I saw that it was an IMAX. So I was like, is it a movie?
Now I'm very confused. How are they going to do that?
That's never really happened.
No.
Yeah, it's never really happened, but it should be interesting because
Alright.
so they also just announced that there will be Marvel movie and TV crossovers happening. So obviously with Inhumans, there's another new series coming out on Netflix called The Defenders, which basically it's like I think kind of it's like the Avengers, but it's like putting
Defenders.
the Defenders, and I think it's like Luke Cage, Jessica Jones,
that's
Daredevil,
gonna be
like that
cool.
group together. So it's gonna be super dark.
That's so sick.
And then there's also another new Marvel show that's coming. It's called Marvel Runaways, and they actually just released a photo. It's about like a bunch of teenager mutants too, which is kind of I don't know. There's a lot of great young actors in there, so should be
are those
interesting. You're like, I
Is that
know.
Greg Sullivan?
Is that great? Yep, that's who it is. Which it's Cloak and Dagger that Olivia Holt's on, right?
Oh, is
Yes.
it Olivia Holt there?
No.
No.
Okay, there's Greg Sulkin and others.
Here, I will look up the
Greg
entire
Sulkin and
cast.
Greg
Company.
Sulkin and
we
Company.
have Greg Sulkin and Company.
Runaways. Let's see. I'll tell you. Runaways. Do you know what's coming? Greg's Allegra Acosta,
I don't. Ooh, I feel like they're
Ariel
fairly new.
Bearer, Ariel Bearer. I think that's Bridget. I don't know how to say that. Her last name, Virginia Gardner. I don't know. A lot of young. It's a huge young cast. So Alyssa, you should watch this,
Oh, I
and
will.
then because it's under the Disney umbrella.
Hulu.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's Hulu.
It's
Hulu's
Hulu,
making all the
interesting.
series.
Well,
Interesting.
Netflix is making all the series, so it should be
Every
interesting.
network's making all the series.
I know. Now we have like Amazon Prime making things.
Verizon.
Hulu. Stop.
Verizon.
Verizon
Has
Stop
a
it.
network. I
There's a
believe so. Look it
platform.
up. Look it up. I remember hearing that. I think it was from a manager. It was someone.
We will tweet about it because we have one more thing, one kind of more section of news before because we want to talk about you. We gotta make sure we have time. Star Wars news, really quick. Leo's not here, but we're gonna just touch on it a little bit. There have been some new character names revealed in the Han Solo movie. Let me. So we already know. There's a lot of Lando is going to be in it. We have Han. Woody Harrelson is playing a man named Beckett, who's like the mentor of Han. This is
love
like
him.
It's going to be so good.
Love Woody Harrelson.
So we have a few new names, and we don't know who exactly they are, but they might be people or they might be places. There's a name Rebolt, who's going to be played by Ian Kenny. Moloch, who's being played by a stuntman, Harley Durst, and Moloch's henchman, which we also is Tien Hong, is playing him. And then there's a place called Grem, or that could be a person, we don't quite know. And then there's a place called Emily's Nest. So who knows what these places are going to be / people are going to be like, but the names have been released. So it will be interesting to see kind of what they do with this story. Are you a Star Wars fan?
Okay, so the time that I should have watched Star Wars, I was rewatching Harry Potter.
Okay. That's okay. You and Renee, that's why
okay.
we keep
Girl,
you on that
are you a
side
Harry
of the
Potter
table.
fan?
Yes, I like Harry Potter, but I was like very behind on the times when I joined this panel because everyone's like, oh yeah, Star Wars. I'm like, I've never seen any of them.
I've seen the prequels and the first one, and then the 7th, which is
I watched all of them in like a few days to fit in on this panel. I think I did a good job.
I couldn't.
So yeah, it was very recent though because I never watched them growing up, and that's the time people watch them is like with their families, and then they have like memories with
Yeah.
them. Like
I
didn't.
think they're great.
Yeah, they are. They're
think
really
they're
great.
fantastic,
I like
yeah.
the new ones a lot.
Yeah, so you're going to love the new Han Solo movie when both of you go see it. You'll probably
I
be at the
gotta see, like-
premiere.
Oh no. Oh, if
Right,
only.
Guardians
If
premiere,
only.
you're only, I mean,
if only.
from there.
That was crazy. That was an
That's
experience.
so
It felt like I
cool.
dreamed it. It was crazy.
Another fun announcement from the Han Solo movie actually is Warwick Davis is actually going to be in it. So
Really?
we all love Warwick Davis because obviously he's in the Harry Potter movies, but he did tweet on May the 4th and said that he will
May
be
the
at
4th.
filming.
He's killing it.
So,
He's in Harry Potter and Star Wars. Like that's a career right there.
Yes. Yeah, filming at Pinewood Studios, which means you're filming the new Star Wars film because that's where the new Star Wars, or that's where the Han Solo film is filming. So that's another fun fact. You guys should follow him on social media. He's awesome. And he's so funny.
It's a great film. That's awesome.
Another quick story is the George Lucas Museum, which is going to actually be in Los Angeles. Originally, it was going to be in Chicago, but they switched it. Some designs have been released, and you guys, this place looks awesome. It's going to be like downtown near like the
that's
new
beautiful.
football stadium that's being built in LA, but shoot, this place, it looks so otherworldly. It looks like
really
something's
does.
out of Guardians of the Galaxy.
It really
Yeah, it
does.
does.
Yeah.
But there's a few pictures, and it looks like they're gonna have like something on the like grass on the top. I don't know. But I don't know. It just looks so cool.
It does look very
I cannot
cool.
wait to see this place. Let me double check when it opens. But it's gonna just. I feel like people are. It's gonna be harder to get tickets for that than it is for the ice cream museum, which right now they're all sold out, and I'm very angry
There's
about
an
it.
ice cream museum.
You know.
Yep, in Los Angeles.
Yeah,
Why
there's an ice
something?
cream museum, and
Why
it's
did
amazing.
I know that
It's
Lost made music out of planes, and I didn't know that there was an ice cream museum? That's
It's
sad.
Instagram gold, and I can't get tickets to it, and I'm upset about it.
Look
So
up
if you,
What? I'm still on the Cookie Dough Cafe train.
oh, that's in New York. Okay,
That's in New
so
York.
January 2018 is when they're going to start.
No, but I just eat a lot of straight cookie dough.
No, they have it at Gelson's.
They do?
Go to Gelson's. I'm telling you because I was obsessed. Okay, here's the thing. Fun fact about me: I obsess over food, and then I think about it for hours, and I have to go and get it.
Do
And
you
one
watch
of those,
like do you watch like the little food videos
gonna
on
let this
Instagram?
happen right
Of course
now.
I do. And go
me too.
go to Gelson's and try it because it tastes like it's completely edible,
Heaven?
and it
That's
tastes the
amazing.
same. So that's why it's good. Is you're like, I'm not gonna die for sure, and it's delicious.
But it's still not good for you. Let me just remind you that
What are you talking about?
still
I
not
don't-
good
That's like when I eat vegan cookie dough and it's only vegan because there's like no eggs in it, and I'm like, it's still
and
healthy.
they put more sugar in it.
Come on, it's vegan.
I had one that was in like a red.
That's what I eat. Yes, I like eat the whole thing.
So good,
And
you
it's
feel like less guilty.
and I'm
So
proud
many
of
memes
it.
for their new friendship that's happening right now. Are you vegan?
No, I just have a dairy allergy, which is quite a bit more sad.
So this George Lucas Museum is starting to be built in January 2018 and should be finished by 2021, but knowing building in Los Angeles probably won't be done until 2025.
It's so true.
And will make traffic that much more terrible. But, you know, it's for Star Wars. Anything for Star Wars. So last bit of Star Wars news is they talked about they had to rethink the entire plot basically of episode 9 after Carrie Fisher died, because obviously after she when she died, it was they were kind of in the middle of planning that next film, and they said that they all kind of went through a really hard time dealing with that death, and then kind of had to go back to the drawing board with the storyline because they did not want to do a CGI Princess Leia, which I appreciate, and it's just going to be really sad to have to say goodbye to her. And when I go see this next film, I'm going to know this is the last time I'm going to see Princess Leia on the screen. Or the General Leia maybe, but she'll always be a princess to me, royalty to me, I should say. But what do you guys think about that?
I'm happy that they're not doing a CGI Princess Leia, because I know we got that in 3.5, and I didn't love it. I felt actually I didn't mind Carrie Fisher.
You just called it 3.5.
I know.
That's so cute.
I know. I didn't mind the Carrie Fisher being the CGI then.
Yeah.
But now I would mind if they did it for another movie. But I never liked. Oh gosh, what was his name?
Tarkin.
The whole time I was like, he doesn't look real. And every scene with him, I would just stare, and I'm like, you see, it's like not real. The whole time, it's very distracting. But on top of Carrie Fisher's death, I don't think it would.
It would just dishonor her memory, in my opinion.
I agree.
Yeah.
I completely agree. We all have an accord here, so we're gonna move on.
All right.
So that's a lot of news. The news is done.
That was
now.
a lot
That's
of
a lot of news we went through.
Props
so
to you, girl.
now I want to talk to Miss Alyssa Jirrels.
Jirrels.
Jirrels,
Purell, because I got a cold. You got it.
You guys, they were coaching me to say her last name, but I was like, I'm gonna get it right, and I had it so
the thing
right.
is, it's technically my dad pronounces it Jirrels, so it's
Jirrels.
He's gonna be like, yes.
I did that for your dad. It's for your dad.
He's gonna appreciate that.
From Disney's Mec X4. So you were telling me before we started shooting that you've already finished. Well, season 1 is just starting to air.
Yep.
Correct. But
It just finished airing.
Just finished airing.
Yeah. So they aired the first 6 episodes in November, and then they went on a little hiatus, and they aired the next 10 in 2 weeks, binge watch style.
Oh,
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about who you play and about kind of the world.
Well, the show is about a boy named Ryan Walker who discovers that he has the ability to control technology with his mind. And from there on, he finds out that he's linked to this sort of just 150-foot tall ancient robotic creature. And so he has to kind of band together with his friends and figure out how to pilot this robot and control this robot to defend their city against the impending evil that's coming
So
at it.
do you have any superpowers?
So anyway, my my character's name is Veracity, and she comes in as a guest star in season 1, and she's introduced as Harris, who's sort of the brain of the show. She's introduced as his one actual academic rival. And in
Smart
season
girls.
2. Smart girls, yeah. And so in season 2, you kind of just get to see how that relationship progresses. And so I'm a guest star in season 1 and a series regular in season 2. And so you really get to see a lot more of her. And we just wrapped season 2 6 weeks ago. So, yeah. Hopefully it'll be coming out in Canada. It's cold.
It is cold. I was just in Vancouver a few weeks ago. It's freezing.
Where were you or in the city?
Yeah, in the city. I was right by Granville Street.
Oh,
I
nice.
went to Romano's.
Did you go to
Pizza.
Earl's Test Kitchen?
You guys are
Did
killing
go
me.
to Earl's.
Oh my
I
gosh.
love Earl's. I had their bacon mac and cheese.
What are
Oh my
you doing
God.
in Vancouver?
Yeah, what were you in Vancouver?
I had a friend up in Vancouver. I went to go visit.
That's amazing.
And Earl's is so good.
Earl's is so good. That was the only restaurant, because basically where we were, it was outside of Vancouver. It was in Surrey, which is
I know where that is.
And then the studio was in Langley, which is just all rural. So it was just the restaurants by us, me and the rest of the cast, we lived on the same street, and the restaurants by us were Five Guys and then a Safeway, and then there was Cactus Club, which is
I heard Cactus Club
Cactus
is really
Club
good.
is really good. So that was the restaurant that we went to
Is that like
all the
Chipotle?
time. No.
What is it?
No, it's it's kind of just I don't know how to describe it. It's it has a lot of sandwiches. It's kind of a bar cool looking place. It's very hip. All of the waitresses are beautiful.
Yeah.
So all of my male castmates just like to go to the restaurant because of the beautiful waitresses. That's the only reason.
So besides this, first of all, I just want to know, because you're a Disney girl now. What does that feel like?
It's wonderful. It's so cool. It's I've definitely kind of seen all these Disney girls. I mean, I love Rowan Blanchard, and so sort of getting to have that responsibility, hopefully in the future, of sort of putting this message into this next generation. It's really cool. It's a really nice feeling.
I feel like you'd be such a good role model for like the next generation.
you. Yeah,
Like,
I hope
feel like you have
so.
a good head on your shoulders,
hope
and
so.
you're like the girl, like the people in like the TV shows. You're like, I love that, and she's so awesome. And the way you talk, I'm just like. This is who you need to be following on Instagram, not the Kardashians.
Yeah,
Like,
I so agree.
seriously.
I know. I'm a huge fan of Emma Watson and Brie Larson are my girls that I.
And Brie was a Disney girl.
Yes, she was.
Back in the day
Yes,
too,
she was.
so-
I know. She's had quite. I mean, I love her because she has really put every ounce of herself into her work, and she's had a long road, a long career path. So I mean, she's so positive on social media.
is.
Yeah, and she really kind of just puts out this incredible message and just like authenticity and kind of just being like a human, which I love, and I don't think we see enough of.
She's
So.
not inhuman. She's a human.
She's a human. Because the
funny-
Kardashians just don't strike me as
Funny
human.
thing about Brie Larson, this is a fun fact. I'm pulling a fun fact.
Ooh,
She
yeah.
was a pop star at one point.
Yes, she was.
Similar to Avril Lavigne. You can look up.
Just
some
got out
off-
of PE, I believe that was
Yes!
her album
I
name.
just watched it. It was like mind blowing this week.
Just got out of.
It's like just out of PE. Honestly, you should look it up because she's so angsty. She's like got like the side bangs, and
Stop.
it's like that like super glossy like early 2000s.
It's super. It's amazing.
It's amazing.
You guys do yourself a favor, a public service announcement. Go look up Brie Larson's stuff. But I want to talk more about you because we are running out of time.
Okay.
With any actor that I ever have on the show, I'm always like, let's put it out in the universe. I have a few questions I need to ask you.
Please.
So first of all, just because we are Disney Movie News, favorite Disney movie of all time?
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Or if
let's
you can't
see.
do one, you can say top 3.
Oh, man, I love The Princess and the Frog. I love that movie.
Great.
I
See?
love
Good
that
one.
movie.
Yes.
That's a lady that works. I mean, Princess Tiana. She works so hard for everything.
the
that she does.
best.
Let's see. I loved.
So is
wait,
that your favorite princess then, Tiana?
Yes, she's my
Cool.
favorite princess. I love Moana because I'm a diehard Hamilton fan.
Moana.
She
Oh yeah.
loves Moana.
Oh, yeah.
Make
I just
way,
met
make way.
Aliki Cravalho at the RDMAs, and she is she's like a light. She's so radiant, and she's just she's like the quintessential Disney princess.
Wait,
So-
you were at the RDMA?
Yeah.
I went there. Actually.
You were at the RDMAs
yes,
too?
I was.
Girl. I wish I'd
That
seen you.
performance at the beginning, How Far I'll Go,
Oh my
was so
gosh.
good.
She's fantastic.
Oh my gosh, they both are.
Yeah.
And together it was a fabulous.
These girls are like fangirling on each other.
I know.
love it. I'm just like,
Oh my God,
letting it
you hate
happen.
cookie dough
I'm just
too?
Like, this
Great.
is hilarious.
Most favorite food.
So we love Moana. We love Tiana.
Moana Tiana.
Dream actor to work with someday because we have to put it out in the universe so it happens.
Eddie Redmayne.
Oh, Eddie! I love him too.
He's fantastic.
I love him so.
Dream director to work with.
That's a hard one. Who?
Okay, that's fine. Dream role.
Dream roll. I think something really. I'm really into indie movies right now. I mean, and I'm gonna bring it back to Brie Larson stuff. Something like Room or Short Term 12. Or I loved Girl in a. These are all so edgy.
I can see you like doing a coming of age story.
I would love to do that. I'm really into those kind of very real. Like I'm going through a phase where I'm watching like Little Miss Sunshine, Juno, The Way Way Back. All those very like.
I love the way.
It's so underrated.
It's so underrated. It's so good.
Those little like slice of life movies that really get you, and I think there's so
You
much
need to work
be
with
said.
Linklater then.
That's a great idea. It's a great idea. Oh yeah. Who's the director? All the directors of like Little Miss Sunshine and Juno. Whoever directed that.
You got that one?
You got. Oh my gosh. Wait. No. Who's the dude who directed Edge of 17 and Adaptation and
Because I want to put
the
it out
guy,
in the universe
Mom-
before time runs out.
Do you know it? It's like the no, he didn't direct it, but it's the guy who produces it, and it's on the tip of my tongue, and he
Kelly, a woman
No.
was the one who
it's,
wrote and directed it.
James L. Brooks.
James L.
Brooks.
James L. Brooks. Call her.
James L. Brooks.
Call her.
I think he's fantastic. Yeah, and those little slice of life movies that are just like, they're so perfect to me, and I love those. And so I'm kind of super into that right now.
I
in
can
the
so
indie
see
film.
you in those too.
Yeah, because it's just so real and sort of subtle, and I really connect to that.
So what else do you have coming up? Anything that you can share with us?
Currently, it's just Mec X4. I mean, we're
Awesome.
kind of like hoping that we're gonna figure out a season 2 air date soon. I don't know just yet, but stay tuned. So, yeah, I mean, and that season. It really is. You kind of get to see the progression from season 1 to season 2, and season 1's fantastic. But in season 2, I think the boys and myself, we really just kind of get into the characters so much, and the storyline just goes all over the place. It's very complex, and we are so fortunate to have kind of gotten to do every genre in
Feels
this
very
one
Doctor
season.
Who-ish to me.
It
Like
really
you
is.
describing it, I'm like, oh, it's like a collaborative Doctor Who.
It's unlike anything I've seen before, really, and it's so cool that it's for kids too. But we've gotten to do drama, we've gotten to do action, we've gotten to do comedy, and kind of everything. So I've just been really blessed to be able to do that. So
That's really
it's
cool.
gonna be a cool season. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
where can people kind of keep up with your career coming up? Do you have like a website, or is social media
It's
the
just
best way?
social media, Instagram.
Cool.
I'm at Alyssa Jirrels. Follow me.
Alyssa
Yeah.
Jirrels.
Alyssa Jirrels, like Purell.
Not Jirrels. That's for you, Dad.
Dad.
Well, thanks so much. Like you are such a pleasure having you in here. And you've
Oh,
been
I've been having so much
awesome.
fun.
You can come back
Yeah.
anytime you have
Yes,
something coming
please.
up. When you get cast as Ariel, you come back. Don't forget about us when you're in the big movies and going to the big premieres. Now, I'm just saying.
I would love to come back anytime. This has been awesome. Oh, yes. So Mec X4 is going to start airing on Disney Channel on Saturday, actually. And it's going to be airing for the next 10 weeks.
Awesome.
Yeah. And then you can watch the season on Disney XD, on the Disney XD app, and online on their website. So, yeah, it's going to be all over.
Just as like I'm gonna geek out really quick and are they having the Disney Channel people do the little ears anymore, or is that just like not happening
You know,
anymore?
I think that they are. Yeah,
Okay.
they
Well,
are.
when you get to do the ears, can you tweet at me
Yeah.
and just show me?
I'll
when
actually
you get
bring
to
you.
I'll
bring, yes.
Perfect.
You'll
We'll
come
take
to
a
the
field
shoot.
trip.
Yeah,
Yes,
perfect.
I just want to
Sounds
come
good.
to the shoot and just watch you do the ear. Yeah.
Ba-ba-ba-da-da. Cool.
Da-da, whatever.
Watching Disney.
Yep,
right.
so we got to wrap it
We
up,
gotta
you guys.
Okay.
Thanks so much for watching Disney Movie News tonight and listening as well. Renee, where can we find you?
You guys can follow me everywhere at Renee Ariel.
Oh, and you guys can follow me everywhere at Alyssa Jirrels. Thanks for listening to my sniffles. I appreciate it.
And you guys can follow me at Keetin Marchi all over the interwebs. Next week we talk about Guardians of the Galaxy, and Leo and Sarah will tell us about their Pirates of the Caribbean premiere and their Shanghai tour. So make sure you tune in. See you next time. Bye.
From producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire Popcorn Talk Network, we would like to thank you for tuning in. For questions or comments, be sure to visit popcorntalk.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of the Popcorn Talk Network.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of the Popcorn Talk Network or its owners or principals.